Hello, hello. We have a Nightmare on Elm Street Glamlite palette. This is the Freddy Krueger palette. And I never thought I would be saying this, but I think I'm going to be looking to probably depan and then give away this palette. I did not think that was going to happen. When these two palettes came out, because there was this palette and then there was the red palette, I was like, girl, I'm so over Glamlite doing these red palettes. It's feeling really repetitive. Glamlite seems to really love red, and they're constantly coming out with red palettes all the damn time. So when I saw this green palette, I was like, Mama, I love greens. I love greens. I was so excited. And there was finally a sale. I picked it up, and I finally, now that we are onto our kind of gothy block, I thought, what a good time to pull this out. Alright, so this is it's a little window. We're going to pull out the actual palette. Here is the actual palette. It is one of those lenticular motion palettes. And it goes back and forth. Very cool. We have that back there with the information in the back. And then when we open it up, there is a mirror in here. And honestly, there's something about this that always has kind of read to me as like Jurassic Park. Like, if you had hidden the Nightmare on Elm Street theme to me and told me this was a Jurassic Park palette, I would believe you. This definitely looks like a Jurassic Park palette. I don't think there's anything wrong with the story. I don't know. I tried this on, it just didn't wow me. It felt like, I don't know, there wasn't really anything in this palette I was really missing. I think I really liked this green right here. In terms of the mattes, I mean, I think all the mattes were good, but I don't think I've seen this, or at least I haven't seen a shade in this kind of green in a while. So it's really nice to see this kind of lighter, mossy green. I think that's really pretty. I don't think there was anything really wrong with the formulas. It was just my preference of what it looked like on the eye. I think for shimmers, I really liked this. It's Boiler Room, and then I really liked Killer. Boiler Room is kind of like, I guess, this green version, but with a gold, like a gold green, light green shimmer. And this, something like this always reminds me of Tinkerbell. So we have this beautiful green shade. I think that is so pretty. It applies so well. And then we have this lighter one here, which is like a kind of silvery gold yellow. I don't know how to describe it. But a shade like this always reminds me of like Tinkerbell, like the kind of lime, luminescent, almost hollow, I don't know, just kind of look. And that one is a bit more of a topper, but I like the change. I like how it changes the looks. This palette definitely needed a lighter shade like this to make this palette feel like it had more depth. Because a lot of these shades, I don't know, I just didn't really connect with this palette as much as I thought I would. I don't know if maybe my opinion would be different if I had tried this earlier. But now that I'm trying it later, I'm kind of shocked to say that I think I like the red palette more. I pulled out the red palette again when I was playing with this, because I was like, I feel like this palette's going to end up getting depanned. Is there anything in the red palette I could pull out so I could keep that original red palette and give this one away? But there's so much more variety in the red palette, surprisingly. The red palette definitely just works. Like, I didn't want to tear that one apart. So now I'm trying to think of what I can do with the shades that I want, because I feel like for sure I would really like this shade. This shade is really pretty. Maybe this one, just because I like the kind of difference that it gives in the palette, that lightness. And I don't think I could pull out, I mean, I could try to pull out the mattes, but matte shades are so hard to pull out, you never know if they're going to break or not. So I think I'd rather just leave this shade in here, but otherwise, all these other shades, I don't want to say they're too dark, because it has nothing to really do with that. It's just, I don't know, I didn't really connect with them. If I want a more, like, grungier palette, I feel like I already have it. Like, I don't know. Personally, for me, these kind of grungy green shades are always kind of a hit or miss for me. I think I just prefer brighter greens. So when it comes to these more mossier forest green shades, they, I don't know, have to hit with me particularly well. And this one just doesn't. I don't feel any need to keep this kind of palette, but that's just me. I'm just talking about my preferences. I think overall there was nothing wrong with the formula. There wasn't anything wrong with the formula. I love that the way these palettes are set up. You can just do your shimmer and your matte shade, and that is a look, and you're done. There's nothing else you need to do. I like the simplicity of that. Like, that makes sense. But but I just don't connect with this. And so for me, I'm gonna have to give it away. But I think if you see this and you connect with this, I think you should definitely pick it up. I don't, like I said, nothing wrong with the formula. It's everything to do with the color and my preferences and what I want to depan or not depan. That's all up to me, but I think this one's going to be a pass for me.